What's up, guys? So the World of Ruin music video is out. This music video was done by us with me as the executive producer and Anthony Cafaro, our bass player, as the writer, director, and editor on the project. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of sitting down and talking to our lead actor, Kirsten Hansen, our supporting actor, Iliyana Serrano, and our director, Anthony Cafaro, about what exactly the video means to them and the inner workings of the video and what the process was like. With all the craziness that has happened in the last year, their stories went deeper than I expected, but I'm so grateful that they were this vulnerable and open and really held nothing back while talking with me. So lock in and let's get right into it. There is a bit of a COVID staple on this video with the before and after COVID scenes. I want you to tell us what your impression is of how the last year has been handled and how you dealt with it.
I can go all day about that. I lost my father in the beginning, and it was probably to COVID. I'm also immune compromised, so this has been a very difficult and confusing time for me.
It was very terrifying. I was in school, I was going to an internship, and my mom was like, you have to come home, and I didn't understand the weight and the severity of a pandemic, and obviously now I understand. Once the lockdown happened, I went home and everything, but I would think I was terrified because I'm someone who doesn't do well on being alone and being inside. I love being social, going out and stuff, so that was a little terrifying, but I think it definitely changed my life in a way that I had to do something else. My life didn't go the way that I thought it was. I thought I was going to graduate. I thought I was going to get one more internship. I was going to go into a production assistant kind of thing, and then we weren't able to do that anymore. But I'm hopeful. I mean, things are opening up and things are getting better. People are getting vaccinated and stuff. So I think we're heading in the right direction. There's a little light at the end of the tunnel.
So to see that how seriously it was taken on this set, and even before, with the Ghost of Saturday Night, everyone has always been very safe. That was really special to see, because a lot of people don't take it seriously. And I think it was important to put that into the music video, because that's exactly what's going on right now in this world. And a lot of people just act like it's not. So yeah, and this is a little time capsule, I feel, because this is always going to be around.
How did Boy Blue stay in touch and stay working during the lockdown?
We have probably been as good or better at communicating during the lockdown than beforehand. I don't know why that is, and I don't know if we're going to be able to maintain that once it's over. We've obviously had struggles. It's not been perfect all the time. I'm probably one of the worst offenders when it comes to answering people. But as far as accomplishing things and getting things done, and maybe it's just because we don't have shows to plan in addition to everything else, we've been able to focus just on the music and on the content we're producing. This is the most prolific we've been at producing content ever, and we've had a lot of hiccups along the way, but we're still I can see us attempting this 3 years ago and just completely blowing up everything.
How did you stay in touch with your loved ones and your friends?
Oh, definitely. I would say, of course, through the phone, FaceTime. I downloaded Zoom, like a lot of people. I graduated during the pandemic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I did not have to have Zoom for, school, thankfully. I give major credit to people that go to school right now, because I can't even imagine what it's like to sit into a lecture.
A lot of the times, during the weeks, once we were really in lockdown, kind of like this time, March, April, my friends and I would have weekly Zooms, and we would have parties and drink by ourselves over camera. We would make it a point to do that at least once a week to stay connected, and because there wasn't anything else to do. As for loved ones, it was hard because I'm used to seeing my dad and my other my stepsister and stepbrother and stuff like that, and since we live in separate homes, we didn't want to risk seeing each other and everything. So that was kind of hard and upsetting, but like I said, Zoom and FaceTime and phone calls and stuff, that's mostly how I stayed connected with everyone.
This video is very open to people's interpretation. I have mixed feelings about that when I see art like that. Not necessarily this video, but how do you feel about art being open to people's interpretation? Do you think that art should be whatever the person that created it intended it to be, or do you think it is fair for everyone to take it a different way?
When I watch movies and they have endings that like just end and I don't know what happens, I get really upset. But it does what it's supposed to do. Like, you think about it and you keep thinking about it and you have feelings about it. So I think that's the beauty behind it.
I recently watched a movie, A24, is Under the Silver Lake with like Andrew Garfield, and that movie was like totally up to like your interpretation, and I feel like sometimes I'm turned away from that because I'm like, just tell me what you want me to see. But then I feel like that's great because art should be, you know, easily like transferable to people's situations and stuff. Like, if you catch something in a movie or a song, that's what that means to you, but it can mean something for someone else. So I kind of enjoy things that like are not as laid out for you.
This is your first Boy Blue video that you directed and wrote out yourself. What inspired the World of Ruin video?
The song. I said, like, that sounds like a meme, but we've done a lot of videos that are kind of like a little disconnected from the song itself, just because it's a cool concept. And I think if you go into music videos, you'll get like 50% like the exact interpretation of the song and 50% just some random video that they decided to do because they thought it would look cool. And I wanted to at least have some basis in like what the song is about represented on film. Hold on. Hey, Mom.
What is your impression as far as what you filmed with us? And thinking back to what the song sounds like.
I did not know what to expect when I was like filming it, because we filmed a lot of different things. It took a lot of work. You guys put a lot of effort in. Always, you guys work very hard, and that was very cool. Because the pictures for the cover took, I would say, all day, and then we put so much work into this music video.
So I want to hear a little more about what it was like for you on set. This is the first Boy Blue music video I think ever that no band members were in, and we really wanted to expand with other people that could put out a new perspective because it's a very different song for us. So I want to hear more about what it was like working with Iliyana, Brian Carter, Amanda.
So I've never done anything like this, and I was curious because COVID and how we would make this work, because we wanted to make it look like there's a lot more going on, like with the party scene and stuff like that, and how could we make that happen during COVID. And it was all very safe. And I wasn't as nervous because I worked with you with the Ghost of Saturday Night, and you really help a lot, Chris and Cafaro. You guys really do put a lot of like help with us, so I knew that it was going to be like really give and take between all of us. And then I was nervous about meeting, like, because I know everyone besides Iliyana, but we became friends like right away, and everyone was just super chill, and it was a lot of fun. But I never noticed like how much work and like effort it takes to put into like a 3 to 5 minute video, like hours and days.
This is the first time I'm hearing that was the first time you met Iliyana, because when I see you and Iliyana on camera, you guys have a great chemistry as if you were already friends. I'm curious as to what it was like working with Kirsten, where in this video you guys are really close, and in reality you guys are filming the night of meeting. So what was it like working with Kirsten? What was the chemistry like?
It honestly worked out perfect. Like, I like how you said it had seemed like we had been friends for years, because that's how I felt. Like, anything I wanted to do or say or like play around with, she was like very receptive. And it like worked out so well. Like, it felt like we were friends forever. And we were talking about it like on set and everything. We're like, oh, you're a Sagittarius, I'm an Aries. Like, that's why we vibe so well together. So maybe that had part of it. But yeah, she was just great. She did anything that like I wanted to do. I did anything she wanted to do. It was a perfect match.
Talk about some films that inspire you as a creator.
When I watch movies, it's not like I have like a favorite movie or whatever, but I'll watch it from like the point of view of like a person enjoying the movie for what it is, and also from somebody who can steal ideas from it and say, oh, they use this camera angle and it does this thing. Oh, they're using this kind of lighting and it's portraying this. Or, oh, this person's not in focus. Why is that? And what they're doing that you're subconsciously supposed to pay attention to and try to like focus on that and why they're doing it. and it's like a learning process. Like I definitely don't know everything that's going on in every single movie, but it's a lot of fun to see how they convey the message without like dialogue or without like how they're using your eyes to tell you the story.
So, I heard that there were 2 new additions to your family. Do you want to tell us about them?
Yeah, so my dad passed away in the beginning of quarantine, like I mentioned. And then a month after, my 18-year-old cat passed away, which was very rude. She shouldn't have done that. And then, so it was like really sad and the house felt really empty. So it was just my mom and I, and we went to the Clifton Animal Shelter, which I can't say enough like good things about them. This is not a big commercial for the Clifton Animal Shelter, but it should be. They helped me find these 2 little kittens, and I got Freya and Odin. You recorded some of Odin.
Doing what?
Like playing with.
Oh yeah, he's in the video.
Yeah.
Odin is in the video.
Odin's in
He's the cat.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so Odin is the guest appearance. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's Odin.
That's a great cat name.
Yeah.
Thor's father. Give me your top 3 music artists.
Well, my favorite band is The Doors, Jim Morrison. I love them. 60s, like psychedelic rock. That's like my all-time favorite #1. But someone from this day and age, I gotta give it to Bruno Mars. He's like one of my all-time favorite artists from this generation. I just love his like authenticity, and I think he's like a jack of all trades. Like he's a performer, he's a dancer, a singer, he plays instruments, so I really love him. And then Lady Gaga for sure.
So I would say Rainbow Kitten, Surprise. I really like them. If you guys don't know who that is, it's not gonna be like what you think it is. When I say that, people are probably think of like, oh, that sounds like JoJo Siwa or something. It's not. They're a really cool band. I also like Show Me the Body. That was a really cool concert I went to. And The Cure, which I don't know. I feel like they all pretty much describe me. If you like listen to a song from all 3 of them, that like I feel like perfectly like that would make me. That's how you would summon me.
Wait, I gotta make sure these are like the right answers. The Maine put out a track 2 days ago, and I've been going through their catalog again. I've been listening to 100 Gex recently, but I don't think they like inspire me. I think they make cool music that's different than what we listen to. All right, Childish Gambino.
How come?
So one thing, a friend of mine played Bonfire, the song Bonfire by Childish Gambino, and I thought, this is tight, like, this is cool. Like, I forgot that I liked him. I liked 3005, like, when I was, like, 14 or whatever. Like, I like his songs when they come on. I never really tried to listen to him. I do think he's an amazing artist. I don't think he's an amazing musician, but I respect that he's willing to, like, get his feet wet with, like, all the things he's doing. I was following him when he was in college. Or no, I discovered his college, like, comedy channel on YouTube before I found out that it was Childish Gambino, so I thought that was cool. I watched Community, he's obviously amazing in that. So just to be, like, pretty good at all the things that he's doing is something that I respect a lot. Like, he's willing to, like, try these entire new fields. And I don't think... I listen to his music a little bit, and I'm like, alright, why does he do this? How does he do this? But more of it is the fact of, like, alright, how does he do this? And everything else. I don't want to say Eminem, because that's, like, such an obvious answer. But he did put out some fire in late 2020, so I can't not acknowledge that.